Hello and welcome to Braintree High School for today's live stream broadcast here of boys varsity basketball. It'll be Braintree and Weymouth. Mike Watson bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV. And Braintree coming off of a big win over Wellesley in a makeup game from Friday. They played that game a couple days ago. And now we are in the midst of a 3-2 Braintree record. And we'll see if Braintree can get to 2 games over 500 against rival Weymouth. It'll be the Wildcats. So we're getting ready for the player introduction as well as the playing of the national anthem. I'll give you the starters as well. So for Weymouth, number 30, Pat Doyle. Number 12, Joey Gannon. Number 13, Ryan Kennedy. Number 0, Edric Lusant. And around out the starting 5, it'll be number 4, Connor Lovely. For head coach Nate Farrar, the head coach of the Weymouth Wildcats. And now for Braintree. There'll be no real surprises in the Braintree starting 5. It'll be Nate Mead. Number 5, number 11, Aiden Albertine. Number 12, Tristan Rodriguez. Number 14, Jordan Gorham. And at center, number 23, Matt Daly. For head coach Bob Crook. And Braintree again, 3-2 here to start the season, looking for win number 4. And this should be a good one between the Wamps and the Wildcats. We'll have the playing of the national anthem right now. We'll have the opening tip in a moment. The starting 5 again. If you had joined us late, it'll be Doyle, Gannon, Kennedy, Lusant, and Lovely for Weymouth. And Braintree with Mead, Albertine, Rodriguez, Gorham, and Daly. Both of these two teams played in the holiday tournament here at Braintree High School, along with Quincy and North Quincy. Unfortunately, due to a COVID cancellation, they did not finish the tournament. Braintree beat Quincy, Weymouth lost to North Quincy, so the only really similarities early in this season as Weymouth wins the opening tip, driving to the basket, could not get the bucket to go, as missing the opening shot was Gannon, and Braintree back the other way with the play of Rodriguez, and he will get to the free throw line with a blocking foul. So Braintree looking for the first points of the game. And the first point coming at the free throw line. And both points at the line. So Rodriguez with a nice start. He gets to the free throw line quite often, the sophomore. So Braintree with the first 2 points of the game, and now they have a steal. So a turnover, Weymouth's first. .15 on the shot clock. Albertine has the lane to the basket and could not finish at the hoop. As the rebound is controlled. And back the other way comes Kennedy. Into the corner with the three-point shot. It's no good. As Lussaint could not finish, Braintree back the other way with the ball. Here is Meade into the hands of Albertine as Braintree runs a set play. Into the hands of Gorham for the first time. Just under 7 minutes left here in the opening quarter, and Braintree with the turnover. Both sides with one apiece, as that looked like what was a travel at the other end. They didn't call, and Weymouth again could not convert at the hoop. So Braintree holding on to a 2-0 advantage as Meade fires from three, could not convert, and Braintree with a one and done as the ball goes out of bounds off the hands of Daly. Braintree hasn't shot the ball particularly well from the three-point line here at home. But they are a team that's going to press. They're going to look for loose balls and the fast break. That's how they're going to win a lot of their games, with their speed. As at the other end, Weymouth could not get the basket to go again, and they have gone ice cold from the field here to start. Braintree still with just 2 points on the board, and now their second turnover, as Weymouth looking for their first bucket of the game, and they get it. Out of the right hand of Ryan Kennedy, the senior forward, and we're tied at 2 with 6:10 to go here in the opening quarter. Sloppy start for Braintree on offense. A couple turnovers here in the first few possessions, as Meade faked the three, now takes it in the paint. Little step back jump shot, and no good. Daly with a nice offensive rebound, the left-handed hook, and he gets it to go. So Daly with his first bucket of the game, and it's going to be a big matchup there inside. Looks like Weymouth with a little bit of a size advantage on the center position as they look to feed it on the block right now. It'll be Doyle bringing it to the basket as Braintree slaps it away, and they knock it off of Weymouth as both sides have 2 turnovers here in the opening 2.5 minutes. Back the other way comes Braintree over the half-court line, and the pass was not there as Daly still able to get it into the hands of Albertine. Albertine cuts down the lane, swings to Gorham, fakes the three. Tristan Rodriguez will take it inside the paint with 15 on the shot clock. Braintree with a 4-2 advantage here with 5:15 to go in the opening quarter. Not much going on here on the offensive possession for Braintree. Meade left alone, takes the three and converts it. So Meade with his first basket of the game, and Braintree now with a 5-point advantage, 7-2. As the Wildcats go to the basket, could not finish at the hoop, and Braintree rips it away. Back up the court into the hands of Rodriguez, and he stepped on the boundary or traveled, whichever one you want to take. And Braintree with a turnover. So Daly will come off. .440 to go in the first quarter. Braintree with a 7-2 advantage. And a block underneath, as Tukashov got that one on the rejection. Rodriguez ran into some traffic, almost traveled again. As they swing it around the outside, Rodriguez from way downtown, not a good shot, and that's way short. Back the other way comes Weymouth. They have had trouble finishing inside, as the three-point attempt is no good, and Tukashov again on the rebound. Meade will fire again from three, and he converts from outside. His second triple here of the first quarter, and an early timeout taken by Weymouth with 3:55 to go in the opening quarter, and Braintree out to a 10-2 start, as we'll take a break in the action with 3:55 to go here in the first. Braintree up by 8. Play resuming. Braintree again with an 8-point lead. And Braintree again comes away with the basketball. Third turnover for the Wildcats as Braintree swings it to the perimeter, looking for another jump shot from the outside. If Braintree didn't have a couple of those turnovers, they probably have a double-digit lead, and they do anyway with the play of Mead, who's been exceptional here in this first quarter. He's got 8 of the 12 points Braintree has. He's really started to find his rhythm. And the ball goes out of bounds, but a foul called on Albertine as Braintree with their first foul, both sides with a pair of substitutions. Driving down the paint, that one deflected away, and Braintree with a steal. Fourth turnover for Weymouth here in the first quarter. Braintree with the ball. 2:40 to go here in the opening quarter, and a 10-point lead. 12-2, Weymouth ice cold from the field, and turning the ball over with regularity here in the first quarter. As Braintree works it around the outside. Mead, the only starter remaining in, and he just couldn't get that one to stay down. As Braintree nearly got a little gift wrap spin, as a foul called in the backcourt on Drainville, who had just come into the game. Working around the outside as Braintree swats it out of bounds. To the outside, and Braintree again comes away with the steal, and Weymouth just very careless with the basketball right now, and Braintree taking full advantage at the other end. Underneath, it is Mead, as there's 1:40 left here in the opening quarter, as the jump shot missed from the outside. Inside, Weymouth finally gets their second bucket of the quarter as Lucent able to get the basket, and it makes it 12-4. Drainville back the other way, swings it to the top of the key, into the hands of Tukashov, and then he hands off for Mead, who's looked for a shot here early in this game, and that one slapped out of bounds by Braintree. And Mead will come off the court with 8 points here in the first quarter. And an illegal screen called. So Braintree will get the ball back with 55 seconds left. Ten seconds left on the shot clock, and the three-pointer is nailed from the corner. First time I have seen Tristan Lynn here this season. He knocks down the triple as they look to attack Lynn inside, and the ball is out of bounds. Got to be impressed by the way the Braintree defense has played here in this opening quarter. As Braintree throws it away. Third turnover here of the quarter. 5 seconds left in the quarter, and the foul will be on Devine. First free throw is no good. So again, there's 5 seconds left. Braintree with a 15-4 advantage. 1 free throw left at the line here for Kennedy, who has 2 of their 4 points. And he missed them both. Braintree with the rebound. They'll have a chance here at the other end. As Braintree throws it away, tried to make a pass underneath, and that was intercepted. Braintree with a couple turnovers on their final 2 touches, and they have a nice 15-4 cushion after a quarter of play. So both sides turning the ball over with regularity. Weymouth with 6 turnovers in the first quarter, Braintree with 4, but the difference is on the offensive side when Braintree has shot the ball. They've shot the ball much better, hit a couple threes, and Meade leading the charge with 8 points for Braintree, 15-4, Wamps after 1. We'll take a break in the action, bring you back quarter number 2 right after this.
You might feel like there's too many problems in the world, or that, you as a 15-year-old, 16-year-old can't really make a difference.
It's not always about you. It's not just one person. It's a group. It's a team. If we all show up together, that's what it's all about.
I was a part of helping to build what it is today.
I'm really lucky to get to be a part of that legacy.
Just that simple act that takes, 5 or 10 minutes of your time is making a difference and is transforming someone else's life.
Once you get there and realize how much you can change someone's life, it's one of the best feelings in the world.
I'd do anything to convince you just to be a part of this.
You guys keep doing what you're doing. It's something special.
Get up and try something. Just try it. Just go to one event, one action team event.
It'll just make you feel so good about yourself.
Play resuming. Start of quarter number 2. Mike Walser bringing the coverage here on BCam TV. A 15-4 advantage as we stream live here as Braintree scores yet again to start the second quarter, as Daly with the second basket of the game. And Braintree with a comfortable 17-4 advantage. And another Weymouth turnover. This has been the story here when Braintree has won their games. They have played physical, ferocious defense, forcing the other team into tons of mistakes, and obviously it's giving Braintree a big advantage. As we'll have a foul underneath. That'll be the second team foul against Weymouth. Braintree with just 3. First free throw no good by Rodriguez, who's 2 for 3 from the line now after that miss. As Weymouth with the substitution. That one does drop in, so 3 for 4 from the line. Pretty good start for Rodriguez with 3 points here in the first half. 7:15 to go in the first half as well, with an 18-4 Braintree lead. Bad pass, then The Wildcats not on the same page as they make their 8th turnover. Braintree having their way right now with Weymouth as Daly got in the way of that pass that was going to the corner for Lynn, who knocked down an earlier triple. To the outside, Weymouth letting a 3 go, and it spins out. Looking underneath, and Braintree with another turnover. Back-to-back turnovers. Weymouth gets inside. The shot off the backboard wouldn't stay down, and Weymouth just cannot buy a basket. The ball just won't stay in for him right now. Oh, beautiful look underneath as Gorham finds the open Albertine. And Weymouth with another timeout, and they cannot do anything right now. It's 20-4 Braintree all over Weymouth here in the first half. 6:23 to go in quarter number 2 as we have a break in the action as we will take it. 16-point lead for Braintree. Play resuming. 6:20 to go here in the second quarter. As Weymouth trailing 20-4, trying to power it underneath. Good defense by Braintree, and they force the miss as Gorham secures the rebound in the hands of Albertine. Albertine swings it to the outside for Daly, and he knocks it down. Daly now 3 for 3 from the field. He's got 6 points. First time into the game is Kuja. Driving underneath, a wild shot, and he got bailed out, getting the foul called. So Connolly will get to the free throw line. Looked out of control on his way to the basket, but was able to get the foul call. And short on the first free throw. Weymouth continuing to try and rotate players in and out, and so far they have not been able to find a consistent score. Just a basket apiece for Kennedy and Lucent, as Weymouth with another timeout with 5:52 to go. So 1 for 2 at the free throw line for Connolly. And Braintree will have the ball with 5:52 to go here until the end of the first half. And don't necessarily need another break here, but Weymouth obviously still trying to find their legs here. It's been a very sloppy first half for them. Not only the turnovers, but the scoring department. They have not had any offense whatsoever to speak of. They only scored 4 points in the first quarter. They have 1 point so far here in the second quarter, and Braintree has added to their 11-point lead after 1, leading by 17 now. So back with the basketball is Braintree, closing in on the end of this first half. As the jump shot is good. And right now, Braintree can't miss. Five and a half remaining until halftime. Kucha looking to thread the needle, and the pass was knocked out of bounds. As the jumper is good from Gorham. Drops down his first basket. And a foul called underneath. So Braintree with a 20-point advantage. Both free throws good this time. (26-7) as Braintree is swallowed up in the backcourt. As Albertine able to break the trap, and now he takes it right towards the basket. Looked like he got fouled, and he did. Finally called after he missed the shot. Weymouth claiming that ball was deflected, which it clearly was not. He got him with the foul or the body first. Albertine connects for the free throw. Weymouth back up the court. They drive inside and is blocked by Daly, but he is called for the foul. So with 4:37 to go here in the first half. Braintree out to a 27-8 advantage. And another foul called, this time on Weymouth. Braintree swings it to the corner. It is Gorham for three. No. And Weymouth with the rebound. The ball is knocked out of bounds. The ball now set to be inbounded. Four minutes left. Driving underneath and spinning up the shot is good. So Gannon with the bucket. Braintree back the other way. It was blocked from behind. And now with 3:40 to go, Braintree's lead is down to 17. Oh, that one blocked. Good defense by Tukashov. He's had a nice first half. Hasn't found a basket yet, but he's had a couple of nice defensive plays. Sets the screen, opens up Albertine's shot. Wild with that one. As the pull-up jump shot is no good. Offensive rebound secured and thrown off of Braintree. That was a nice play along the baseline by Lucent. Jumper no good. Braintree with the rebound. And a jump ball called. Otherwise, Weymouth would have had an easy layup at the other end. So 2:47 till the end of this first half. As again, you're watching live here on BCAM TV. Mike Wasser bringing the coverage in the midst of a 27-10 Braintree advantage here in the second quarter. As Braintree on their way, hoping for win number 4 on the season. Driving down the lane, no foul called, and Braintree not able to secure the rebound. Underneath, and a foul called on Chukashov, as that'll put Gannon back to the free throw line as he continues to be aggressive whenever he touches that basketball. One for 2 from the line. It's 3 points for Gannon. 27-11. Braintree hasn't scored in a little bit. 2:20 to go here in the opening half. Mead, who had 8 points in the first quarter, looking to get something started for the Braintree offense. As Terry will let the 3 go, no good. And a foul in the backcourt, not a good foul. As that'll be Braintree's 8th foul, which makes it an even worse foul. And it makes it a 1-on-1 situation. The foul occurred underneath the Braintree basket, or underneath the Weymouth basket, which will open up the 1-on-1 situation with 2:13 to go here in the second quarter. So Weymouth with the chance to cut into a 16-point deficit. Braintree has led the entire way. Getting the kind roll on the first free throw. Kennedy with 6 points here in the first half. Actually, that was Nordstrom, excuse me, with the free throws. Top of the key for Mead. 27-13, Braintree looking for a basket as Weymouth ties it up and a jump ball. And it will remain Braintree basketball. So there's not been a really good finish to the second quarter for Braintree, as a substitution will occur here. As Mead will come off and Gorham will come in. Daly with the ball. He's 3 for 3 shooting it. To make it 4 for 4 shooting it. And Braintree with a 30-second violation. So unaware of the situation there with the shot clock. Dangerous pass into the backcourt. As Weymouth with a chance, they've been on a good run here. After scoring just 4 points in the first quarter, they've really started to pick things up, but the pass is low and hits the leg of Weymouth. Another turnover, number 9 of the first half, as Gorham was fouled on the layup, and he'll get to the free throw line. First free throw good for Gorham. He's got 3 points. 1:22 to go here in the first half. Braintree with the 15-point advantage, pending the free throw. And a backcourt violation. Always dangerous when you straddle that half-court line like that. 1 foot was above and tried to pull it back. As Braintree turns it over themselves. Really not a good pass by Devine. Braintree with the trap in the backcourt. We're going to force the turnover. Weymouth dribbling into a crowd, but able to find the shooter, and he knocks it down. So all of a sudden, Nordstrom, coming off the bench, has started to find the hot hand. He's got 5 points, 29-16. As much as Braintree has dominated this first half, their lead's starting to evaporate a little bit. Still obviously comfortably in front, but they've been up by a lot more. As Ellie, driving a little bit out of control, gets the foul called, putting him at the free throw line. That one rattles in. First point of the game for Terry. Two for two from the line. The lead is back to 15. 31-16 with 39 seconds to go to the end of this first half. Back to Nordstrom. He just hit a minute ago, and he missed this one as Albertine secures the rebound. And a dangerous pass that Meade is able to control, and then he was pushed. A foul called, which will put Braintree now a 1-on-1 shooting bonus. Braintree's starting to really shoot the ball well from the line. And looking to open up an even bigger lead before the end of this first half. So 10 points for Meade in the first half, the leading scorer in this game. As Albertine was banged up a little bit. As the jumper's no good. As it looked like Albertine took a shot up high, right in the face. Five seconds remaining. Gorham wants to take the final shot, lets it go, no good. And the three-pointer will not drop. And the first half comes to an end. 33-16 Braintree. A comfortable lead at halftime. 17-point advantage as Braintree adds 6 points on to a first quarter lead. And Braintree with a 33-16 advantage after 2 quarters of play here at the Herget Gymnasium. So we'll be back for third quarter action after a quick break here on BCAM TV. Welcome back to the Herger Gymnasium here at Braintree High School, ready for the start of the third quarter. Mike Wasson bringing the coverage here on BCam TV, and a 33-16 advantage for Braintree as we start the third quarter. And they had a quick issue there with the shot clock, which is the reason for the little delay there. As we'll see the inbound pass now from Weymouth. Weymouth had 10 turnovers in the first half, Braintree had 9. And Weymouth are looking for the opening points, and they'll get the first opportunity at the free throw line. Two for two from the line for Lucent, the sophomore. He's got 4 points. As Braintree back the other way. Rodriguez thought about the three. Gorham will try it, and he knocks it down. A triple knocked down by the senior guard. He's got 7 points now. As Braintree swallowing up and coming away with the steal. As Rodriguez thought about the shot again and then throws an errant pass. As Braintree knocks it out of bounds. And it looks like they're going to call a foul there on Rodriguez. First free throw is good. (36-20). As Braintree back the other way. Into the hands of Daly, and he got fouled. So he'll go to the line, both sides. Moving the ball up the court quickly. So Daly with an opportunity here to get into double figures. He's got 9 points now after that free throw. It's probably his best offensive game we've seen here this season. Pretty looking shots from the free throw line. He's in double figures with 10. Tied with Meade for the game's high score. A pull-up jumper, and it would not stick. Weymouth not getting any rolls here in this game as Daly got caught out of position and committed the foul. Daly didn't like the call, but that was an easy foul. He got him with the body. And that's going to be his third foul, so that's obviously a problem. You get 5 at the high school level. First free throw is good by Gannon. Into the lane is Rodriguez. Throws up a wild shot, no good. Back the other way comes Braintree, and Rodriguez lost the ball. Braintree now with 11 turnovers as the two teams go back and forth up the court, neither side converting. Meade thought about the jump shot. No, did not decide to take it. As now it's Gorham driving down the lane, and the shot counts. And a chance for 3. Coach Farrar looking for an offensive foul, and I actually thought he was in a pretty good position to take the charge. Referee did not agree. And Gorham obviously happy that they didn't, because would have taken away a 3-point opportunity. Instead, he gets in double figures now with 10 points. So Mead, Gorham, and Daly with 10 points each, combining for 30 of the 41 Braintree has. 20-point lead, 41-21, Braintree. 5:50 to go here in the third quarter. Albertine with some good defense along the baseline. Could not get the steal. 10 seconds left on the shot clock and a bad foul there in the corner. Got to applaud the effort though. That's good hustle from Albertine. Just got a little bit grabby there. So frustrating when you have the ball for a second or two, thinking you're going to come away with the turnover, and then the ball still stays in the opponent's hands. But Braintree right now has been able to extend what was a 17-point advantage after a half a play, as Braintree with another foul, and too many mistakes here for Braintree with some bad fouls. They don't really have to commit a couple of these, and that is their 5th foul already here of the third quarter, and we haven't even played 3 minutes, and I guess we'll see a timeout as well. So we're going to take a break and wrap things up a little bit here. 41-21 as we have a break in the action. Timeout on the floor. 5:33 to go here in the third quarter. We'll be right back. Play resuming. Drive, and the basket will count. Chance for a 3-point play. The sophomore Lucent. He's got 6 points. Chance for a 3-point opportunity. Three-point play finished as Gorham, not sure what that was, and that's a 5-point possession there for Weymouth. And a timeout taken by Braintree as all of a sudden what was 20-point game is down to 15. I don't know what Gorham was trying to do there. Obviously trying to make a home run pass down the court, and the play did not work. So we'll take a break in the action with 5:20 to go here in the third quarter, and Braintree letting Weymouth right back in this game. We'll be right back. Play resuming. See if Braintree can settle things down. Head coach Nate Farrar trying to get his team's defense to get him back in this game. Every time Braintree has seen their lead evaporate a little bit, they've been able to push it back up, so we'll see if they can do it again. Just 5 seconds left on the 30-second shot clock as the 3-point shot was blocked. And now Weymouth back up the other way. Driving it to the basket, and the shot counts. As Doyle with his first points of the game, and it's down to 13. 7-0 run for Weymouth. Work to the corner now. Gorham left alone for 3, no good. And Weymouth with the rebound. A chance to cut it to 11 or 10 with a 3. And the 3 is off the mark. 41-28, Braintree with the ball, 4:10 left here in the third quarter. Underneath, the shot missed by Drainville as Tukashov called for a travel. So Braintree with a couple substitutions here, trying to right the ship. It's been a sloppy last couple minutes, and Kuja comes away with the steal. Oh, nice move underneath, but could not finish. That would have been a highlight play for Kuja. 5 seconds left on the 30-second shot clock, as Saint is going to have to shoot it and does not get the roll, and it's out of bounds. Braintree ball. .320 left here in the third quarter. Aubertine steps into a three. No good. Gets his own miss, but then hits it off his own foot, and it goes out of bounds. Jump shot sticks. And all of a sudden, it's 41-30. Braintree stuck on 41 for a while. Weymouth making this one into a game now. And another turnover. 13 turnovers for Braintree, as Weymouth with a chance to get it to single digits. And a foul on Braintree, which will make it 1-1. No good on the front of the 1-1. Braintree with the rebound. 2:40 left here in the third quarter. 41-30. As Gorham comes back into the game for Braintree. Underneath, he has it blocked, and it remains Braintree ball. And another Braintree giveaway. This is really sloppy here in this third quarter for Braintree. Sent to the outside, a three-point try, and that one is knocked in. A three-pointer hit by Dolan. And it's 41-33 as Weymouth has come all the way back to make it an 8-point game. Braintree looking to make something happen here, and a blocking foul called on the drive by Gorham. The second time we've seen Braintree take the ball right to the basket, and they have not gotten an offensive foul from it, as Weymouth for the second time hoping for it. And I can't really say I blame him there. You could see Gorham was going to go right to the cup with that, and it was a well-positioned play. The referee does not want that offensive foul call at this particular moment in the game. 2:06 to go, and Braintree can't do anything right the last 5 minutes. Neither free throw good. And Braintree had a 20-point lead at one point, and all of a sudden, it is a 6-point game. That was not good defense at all. And Weymouth has stormed all the way back. It's 43, or make it 41-35, as Braintree takes a timeout, and a lot to digest here. With 1:54 to go in the third quarter, this is a much different game than you had anticipated. The way this game had started, Braintree looked like they were going to coast to a victory. Now all of a sudden, they're in a barn burner. We'll be right back. Play resuming. 1:54 left here in the third quarter. 41-35. Braintree with the ball. And a blocking foul on the baseline. So blocking foul, that'll be the 4th team foul on Weymouth. Mead takes it inside, no good. Gorham with the putback. So Braintree finally able to get something on offense. 12 points in the game for Gorham. He's the leading scorer right now. And a foul called at the other end. (43-37). Final minute here of the third quarter. Braintree with a 6-point lead. Mead drives inside, kicks to Rodriguez, fakes the 3, fires the 3, and doesn't hit any iron. Not a good offensive possession there for Braintree as they rack up their 16th turnover of the game. It's the only thing really keeping Weymouth in this game. Got to give Weymouth credit. They've really picked up their defense, but Braintree really handing it to them right now. This was a 20-point game at some point as the ball apparently was deflected, and before the shot, a travel is called as that ball looked like it went to the backcourt. I wonder if that was a makeup call. As the foul is called underneath. That'll be the 5th team foul. Braintree will inbound underneath. I'm not sure what happened here. I don't know if there's a timeout taken or what the situation is here. I don't know if we'll get a technical foul or something. That's the only thing I can really think of here. Or maybe they're checking how many fouls there are. It's the only other thing I can think of. So Braintree's going to take this as a little bit of time to draw up something here underneath the basket, assuming they have the ball. With just under 25 seconds left in the third quarter, this game has really slowed down with lots of turnovers, fouls, and very sloppy play by Braintree here in this third quarter, which has given Weymouth a new life. If Braintree played a solid third quarter, this game would be well over. They had a 20-point lead here in this third quarter at one point, and now it's down to just 6. But you got to give credit to Weymouth for hanging around. Could have easily folded under pressure. free throw line. The jump shot is short, and the rebound is Braintree's. They can hold for the final shot if they want it. And they will hold for the final shot. As Weymouth right in there. As the jump shot taken by Meade, no good. Still time left for Braintree to take the final shot again. Rodriguez throws it away, and that was a really bad offensive end to the quarter by Braintree. They had 3 different opportunities, did not get a good shot off, and a 6-point game heading into the fourth quarter, 43-37, as Weymouth has stormed back, and they have themselves an opportunity to steal one here at Braintree, but the Wamps still with some time left to put the Wildcats away, but it's a much different game than it looked like it was going to be. 43-37, Braintree with the lead by 6 after 3. We'll be back for the start of the fourth quarter after this. Welcome back here to Braintree High School, start of the fourth quarter. Mike Walsh bringing the coverage as we stream live here, Braintree and Weymouth, in the midst of a close game here for varsity boys basketball as Braintree misses the opening shot here of the fourth quarter. Braintree had just 10 points in the third quarter, and now a 3-point shot is knocked down in the corner, and it's a 3-point game. 10 points for Dolan. As the ball is thrown away, and Braintree with the turnover. "17 turnovers for Braintree, and what was a 20-point game is down to 3. This will be one of the biggest collapses I can remember in a long time if Braintree drops this one. Jump shot, this would tie the game, and that's off the outside of the hoop. Braintree back the other way, it is Meade driving to the hoop, and he gets it to drop. So Meade finally getting a basket, hadn't had one since the first half. Underneath, the jumper is good. Six points in the game for Kennedy. 6:25 to go in the game. Braintree with a 3-point lead and the ball. 45-42. Drainville kicks it to Albertine, left open, and he knocks it down as Braintree continues to answer the bell. Shot no good, and the offensive rebound controlled by Weymouth. Braintree with 4 players in there in the midst, and a blocking foul is called, which will make it a 1-and-1 situation. First free throw is good. 8 points for Lusaint. "47-44. Both sides continuing to exchange blows here. in this fourth quarter. Work to the outside now for Aubertine. Fake the shot, and a foul called. So that is the 6th team foul on Weymouth. The next one will be 1-1. 5:40 to go. 47-44. Braintree with the ball and the three-point advantage. And a timeout is taken here by Braintree with 5:38 to go in what has turned into a nail-biter now. 47-44 Braintree with the lead, and they will inbound in front of their own bench. And if we take a break in the action, we'll be right back. Ball inbounded into the hands of Aubertine. Braintree nearly with the travel. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Into the hands of Aubertine. 5:20 left as Braintree works it around the outside. Driving into the paint, Tukashaw back outside Mead. Fakes the shot. Step back, blocked. Tukashaw fires at the horn, and the shot is no good. And a 30-second violation. Excellent defense being played by Weymouth. Braintree doing a good job here defending the shooter as this one goes into the back court, and it'll be a backcourt violation. That actually almost turned into a bad play there by Braintree. I know you love the hustle by Drainville, but had he touched that ball and then Weymouth took it away from him, that would have actually been Weymouth's ball. Instead of just letting the ball go into the back court, let Weymouth touch it first, it would have been a Braintree ball regardless, but obviously it worked out in Braintree's favor. As Rodriguez drives baseline and could not get the shot to drop. Would have had a chance for a three-point play. This will put him at the free throw line, though. He's got to start to knock some of these shots down from the line. Good shot on the first one. All of the points for Rodriguez in this game, believe it or not, coming at the free throw line. And he hits it. He's 5 for 8 from the line. 49-44, Braintree with a 5-point lead as they defend Weymouth here with 4:40 left in the game. Mead with some good defense, and he knocked it away. Excellent defense by Mead as he gets into the hands of Rodriguez. Braintree looking to extend a 5-point lead. A basket here would be huge. Rodriguez gets inside, swings it to Gorham, left open for 3. Yes! Gorham with a huge basket there. He's been Braintree's go-to guy in this game. He's got 15 as Weymouth looks to answer, and the 3 would not stay down for Dolan, and then a foul. So that'll put Braintree at the free throw line. A big, big swing. That ball was 3/4 the way down for Dolan, and the ball popped out instead of it being 52-47, a 5-point game. It's 8-point game. Now Braintree goes to the line. This could be a 5-point swing with 4:08 to go. The jump shot no good by Doyle. Braintree secures the rebound. Braintree with the ball, 8-point lead, and the shot no good. Offensive rebound into the hands of Gorham. He just hit a three a minute ago, and he hits another. And a big-time bucket from the senior. The best game of the season Gorham has played, and he's got 18 points as Braintree has opened it back up to 11 as a timeout's on the floor, and Braintree, who really shouldn't be in a close game at this point, has opened it back up to double figures with 3:22 left as Weymouth made it a close one, but Braintree with back-to-back threes extends to 11. We'll take a break. .310 remaining as Weymouth looking to find a shot from the outside as the three is no good. Braintree with the rebound. Inside, no good. As the shot underneath is also no good, and Weymouth can't buy a basket now. As Braintree scores at the other end. As Gorham has 20. And Braintree with a silly foul here. Left. Braintree with a 12-point advantage. Underneath, Albertine cannot get it to drop. And another foul underneath. And a foul called. And it'll be a fifth foul on number 4, Connor Lovely. As the shot is knocked down, Weymouth still in it, 57-50. No foul in the backcourt yet. Braintree needs to finish off strong. And they're not going to take a shot before that shot clock goes down, unless they turn it over, which they do. So Gorham, who's really played an outstanding game, as the leading scorer with 20 points makes a mistake here. And a foul called underneath as the referee's continuing to just call fouls. There wasn't a ton of contact there. Tons of whistles here late, extending this game. And Weymouth all of a sudden battling back in. They were down, I believe, by 12 just over a minute ago. And now they're right in it by 5. 1:05 remaining. Mead to the outside as Braintree works it to the top of the key for Gorham, who's had the hot hand. Will fire a 3, and that was way off the mark. As the rebound secured by Weymouth, back up the other way, 2-on-1, pass underneath, and the shot no good, as Braintree fortunate that that one did not stick. Weymouth had an excellent chance to make it a 3-point game, and now they're probably going to have to foul. As the foul is called, as Weymouth fouls Daly on Make It Rodriguez. It is going to be 2 shots the rest of the way. Free throw is good. So Rodriguez looking to close things out with a couple free throws here. As Braintree's lead is 6. It's a 2-possession game. And now a 3-possession game. So nice free throw shooting here from Rodriguez. All 7 of his points coming at the free throw line in this game. As Gorham trying to take the charge, don't get the call, and Weymouth looking for those calls earlier, and the referees just will not call a charge in this game. I would agree that that was a charge, but they didn't call it a couple times against Braintree, so I can understand the frustration on both sides from both coaches. As the first free throw is no good. Seven-point game as Weymouth splits the free throws. Braintree with the substitution. Braintree gets the ball into the hands of Albertine, dangerously dribbling that one, but Braintree comes away with the ball into the hands of Rodriguez with 15 seconds left, and a foul is called. That'll put him at the free throw line. So Albertine trying to split 3 different guys, and fortunate that Braintree got the ball. First free throw from Rodriguez, no good. As Braintree with the defensive substitution. Rodriguez with another free throw, makes it 7. 60-53 with 15.8 to go, and this one just draining to the end. But surely Braintree looking like they're going to get that victory that they were looking for. They were 3-2 heading into the game, and they really made this one interesting in the second half. At one point in the third quarter, had a 20-point advantage. Weymouth, I think, at one point, the closest they got was 3. I don't think they ever tied the game, but then Braintree expanded their lead back to 12 at one point here in this fourth quarter before Weymouth battled back to pull within 5, but they didn't get any closer than that, and they're down by 7 with just 15.8 to go. So it's really been a game of runs. Obviously, Braintree has had the bigger runs in this game, except that one point in the third quarter where Weymouth just went on a tear. They only scored 16 points in the first half, and they've exploded here in this second half. They've scored 37 points here in this second half, obviously allowing themselves a chance to come back, but the Braintree defense has not buckled in as much as you would like to with a big lead, but they've done enough to hold to a 7-point advantage as the ball was knocked out of bounds by Rodriguez. Weymouth's going to need a 3. They take it and make it. It's a 4-point game. Braintree in no hurry to inbound the ball. As they throw it into Rodriguez, he breaks over half court, no reason to foul. And they do anyway, but that's going to end the game as Rodriguez not very happy with the foul called at the end, but the game is over. 60-56, the final score as Braintree with the victory. A 4-point win, Dolan with that last second 3 that made it a 4-point game, and really an interesting game here today. In what was a slow start for Weymouth, they really woke up and had a big second half that made this one doable. And Braintree coming away with the victory. The star of the game really for Braintree was Gorham. Really no surprise there. He had 20 points, doing most of his damage in the second half. Rodriguez with some clutch free throws down the stretch, and Nate Mead really the star in that first half. He had 12 points and 8 points in the first quarter that opened the scoring and allowed Braintree to open up such a big advantage. Braintree scoring 15 points in the first quarter, 18 in the second, 10 in the third, and 17 in the fourth quarter to finish with 60 points. And Weymouth with just 16 points in the first half. They had a 21-point third quarter and just a little bit too late as they lose this one 60-56. Braintree improves to 4-2 with the win. And Braintree will be back here at home on Friday night against Wellesley, who they demolished on Monday, just a day ago. So Braintree looking to continue, looking for their third straight win, as they'll try and do it here at home on Friday. So our live stream broadcast has concluded. Thanks for watching here on BCAM TV. On behalf of our camera person here today, John Orfanos, I'm Mike Wassel. We'll see you next time.